Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's feeling like spring. Cracking sunshine, really nice day. We are back planting. Sorry the video's a day late. It's also gonna be a back to front video. We're gonna start today where the weather's really nice. Then I've got you some footage from the last few days where it's been a bit wet. But we are back planting. Got some, we ploughed this a few hours ago this morning. It's come up really nicely actually. Really nice soil. This has been down 3 years. There you go, remnants of the grass lay there. This is our kind of last field in the block at the dairy farm. Guys are doing a cracking job getting the potatoes planted, just getting to these little short rows. Then we'll have the rows to finish off alongside the hedge. We kind of fill the field in. So we have to wait now. Those are all the straight rows. We planted all those rows straight, and that's all the main part of the field. And then we fill in. So this is like the wobbly hedge line. But we now wait, finish planting all these. I've already opened up 8, you can see there, the sun's a bit glary. 8 ridges along there, and we'll fill this in with 8 more. So once the guys have finished planting these straight ones, Pavel will close them all. The trailer will come up, and then we can fill in the hole because nothing needs to drive on here. So I'll come down, power is waiting up there, come down, rip all this up, and then we'll plant the whole field so we don't waste any of the field. Field sizes are small in Jersey. We need to plant every single piece we can, and especially with this field, it's been rested. We should hopefully get some really good yields off this. We've started now. These fields won't be covered with polythene. We've got a few more we will be covering with plastic, but this is lovely soil, slopes away a bit, so we can keep it, and we won't be covering this with plastic. So it's also really nice condition. Sometimes you can use the polythene, does help when, if you plant in slightly wetter conditions, maybe that isn't perfect, but you have to plant because we know we've got orders when we come to harvest. We've got to keep planting, but we know this ground is beautiful. So they should come up really well, come up nice and quickly. Again, it's another challenging field. It's hard again to see the side slope, but it does slope quite a lot this, so you have to keep right up, and it's very soft, so it's not the easiest. Pavel's doing a good job keeping it nice and straight. So we're also back going. It's Thursday. Sorry, the video is a day late. We are back having a go planting. We've got some really nice weather ahead of us. We've got, hopefully, looks at the moment we've got from today, Thursday, until next weekend. So we're going to hopefully be able to crack on really well. We're in a field today that's been in grass a long time. Last one at the dairy farm. Then we're moving on to some heavier land in the middle of the island. Adam's here in his 120, getting them fields rotavated. That is basically, as I said before, just breaking up the grass. You can see that's what it looks like before, all just solid, not broken up. The rotavator just breaks it up and cuts up the grass into little clods. And then John is here in his Massey, and he's ploughing over there. But yeah, fingers crossed we're gonna have a good spell and we'll really crack on. We are over halfway now. We've got about, we're over halfway of our area. We grow around about 400 acres, we're about 200 acres now, just about. That's with all the different ones, so our organic and our conventional potatoes. So hopefully we have a big week. Days are longer, can plant by hand, and we'll have the machines going. We should be able to do a fair bit, but it's gonna be hopefully nice. It's gonna be nice not having the pressure that we can plough the fields, let them dry, and they should be going into really nice conditions. We'll also hopefully end of next week, we'll be starting with some of our seed crop. So that's some of the fields that will be, potatoes will be planted and they'll be left to, they won't be going out to export. They'll actually be being saved and we'll keep them as seed for the 2026 season. It is a bit stony and like kind of small stones in here. That's why John's going a bit slower. Lots of little stones like this, but also some bigger ones. So it's yeah, got to go a little bit steady in here. And it's on a side slope, so it's a bit of a funny field, this one. But yeah, it's nice to get going again. We've also started uncovering some of the very early crop. I haven't got out, annoyingly I forgot to video it, don't know why, but I'll get you some of that maybe at the weekend and show you that in Sunday's video. That wheel on there, the land wheel, keeps getting stuck. It needs a few new bits, but I said in the previous one, we got a new plough coming, so there's not much point in us. The bits to replace it were crazy. Silly money. You see the plough there is jumping about a bit. Just riding on top of the stone. Yeah, as I said, it's very much feeling like spring today. Probably the first time it is actually feeling like spring, to be honest, this year. So Fernando's carrying on. These are some of our grazing lays. We're planting the field there. We're just there. So he's getting some slurry spread. Been under a bit of pressure actually because it's been pretty wet the last week, so we've been struggling to get slurry out, but that's why we're travelling on these. These are light fields, sandy, so we can get on here. And kind of perfect. We're hoping we will. Grass growth's been slow actually the last month. Sometimes we can be grazing in the next couple of weeks, even this week, but we're way away from that yet, so won't be grazing until mid-April probably, so we can afford to get some slurry on. This will get all washed in and it'll just reduce the need for any fertiliser for the first lot of grazing. So getting the slurry out, and then next week Fernando, as the fields dry up, he'll move to getting slurry spread on all of the potato seed crop land. So that's all of our fields that are due to have our seed crop. That's about 60 acres, 130 verges. So he's got a busy week next week getting slurry spread on all that. Always the worst one to film, the slurry tanker. Currently stinks where I'm standing. But no, good to get on. He's barely making a mess, and this will, I say, perfect. It saves on a bit of fertiliser to keep the grass growing. So we're also getting some bales moved. A rainy day job. These fields will be going into potatoes. Will's loading up the JCB. Alex is bringing the trailers. They're getting all these. We've got bales. This is where we had grass silage last year. These some bales left over. So getting them all loaded up. A little bit tacky, but it's not too bad. This will hopefully be ploughed end of the week, Thursday, Friday. So get all these bales loaded up. Now this was third, yeah, black was third cut, white was fourth cut. We're taking those, so we'll get those loaded up now. It is a bit muddy, isn't it? So as Philip's just said, it's a little bit muddy. JCB's a little bit muddy. We've got these, the wheels we have on the JCB, they're the all-terrain ones. They're really good for the yard and concrete. They are pretty rubbish, to be honest, in the field, but we were getting so much wear. We used to have the like traditional tractor tyres on the JCB, and they were only lasting about 1,000 kind of a year, 1,500, 1,800 hours, and we're going through them. But with these now, these have been on it since new, and they've done 3,000 hours, and then we've just got a set ordered. So they seem to last a lot better and they're a lot more stable when loading up the mixer. So much further. You can see they haven't got much traction, especially when it's a bit sticky like today. So Alex is off for the load. And Will just going. This one's pushed on. Big jump. That's the last one picked up in this field. Then he can just shoot across the road and get a few more to finish off the trailer. Just come out to the cereals. We're in the winter wheat, one of the fields of winter wheat. We grow very small area in significance of the grand scheme of things, but we grow around about 12 acres of winter wheat, and then we grow around about 12 acres of winter barley, and then we also do about 50 acres of spring barley, more so because it suits our system. Winter wheat and the winter barley goes in following kind of usually a potato seed crop, just plays quite a good part in the rotation, and then we put the spring barley that will follow actually our early harvest of Jersey rules, so we can get that in kind of from mid-April, hopefully this year especially mid-April to end of April. The spring barley will go in and be combined kind of end of August, early September. Wheat, this is Graham. This is drilled on the 2nd of October. I am no expert on cereal agronomy and things, so I'm talking at the moment with Alan, who helps us out. Yeah, any tips would be welcome. But yeah, we've got hopefully going on with the T0 end of the week. It's going to be hopefully dry. It's rainy today, but hopefully drying up. There is a bit of disease, but I think it's not too bad. Get a bit of fertiliser on as well. There's a few weeds to clear up, so we can we'll get herbicide on. There's a little nettle there. Get herbicide on too, and then yeah, probably a fungicide to help keep all the leaves. You want to keep the leaves nice and green, but yeah, anyone would take in the comments. Any experts happily take all your advice. But yeah, hopefully this will be combined in kind of 2nd, 3rd week of July, and we use it for the grain. We'll then crush it and feed it to our milking cows, and the straw is all used for bedding or for young stock feed. So yeah, although happy with how it's looking, to be honest, pretty pleased. So thanks for watching today's video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Got a bit carried away, thought it was drier than we did. We started planting again this afternoon and it was lovely. The field we just gone to carry on is not quite as dry, so having to wait, we stopped. And also the field we're ploughing for, or hopefully we were going to ploughing today for tomorrow, yeah, they're not coming up that dry either, so they're going to have to wait another day. So we'll have a smaller day tomorrow and wait for the stuff to dry out till Saturday. But yeah, I've had quite a bit of rain, and it's heavier soil we're going into after today, so it's yeah, weather's also looking really good, as I said before, so we can afford to wait a bit. So yeah, we'll see you all for Sunday's video.